So it's an interesting inquiry for each of us. You know, what were the messages we got? And, you know, the messages come in the brand of you have to have a certain kind of intelligence. And in this culture, there's a certain kind of left brain intelligence that only a percentage have. There's all different kinds, but that's the one that's valued. And I always think about children, and it really brings a lot of sadness to me of how many of them don't fit a certain narrow standard and then grow up feeling that they're not intelligent. And there's a lot of us that know that one. So there's intelligence. You're supposed to have body shape that most people don't have. So we grow up with that one. And then there's everything about personality and finances and other things that create status. And then we, as in all cultures, there's a dominant culture. The very core of that is white and male, but there's a dominant culture that then has an added whole range of standards. That means that if you're not of a particular race, or if you don't have a certain gender orientation, or sexual orientation, or certain level of capacity according to the dominant culture, you don't belong. You're not, that's difference. That's less than. I'll read you a little essay. Am I gorgeous, my child asks, drawing the word out like a pulled taffy. Yes, I say, you are. The pink and teal dress is probably made of highly flammable material, some chemist's approximation of tulle and satin. Pudgy fingers decorated with pink polish trace the sequins on the bodice. I love this. A giant pair of bubblegum pink wings flap slowly, little feet dance in sparkly red slippers. I'm just like a real princess. Yes, I say, you are. Thick blonde hair, blue eyes, rosy cheeks, flawless skin. This child is the American epitome of beauty. This child, my son. He's 4 years old and prefers to wear dresses. Maybe it's a phase, maybe not. Even as I wonder how I produce such an angelic-looking creature, I wish he would put on some pants and go back to playing with toy tractors. Not because it matters to me, it doesn't. But because I'm already hearing in my head the name-calling he will face in kindergarten. Many adults seem a bit disturbed by the dresses. Strangers utter awkward apologies when they realize he's not female. This culture wants little boys to dream only of baseball, trucks, and trains. This culture has no room for little boys who want to be gorgeous. He opens up a parasol a neighbor gave him and opens it jauntily over his shoulder. Am I beautiful, he asks. I sweep him into my arms and plant a kiss on his cheek. Always. It's very deep and very pervasive within our nervous system and psyche, the messages that we're given on how to be and how not to be.